Hello, Internet, and welcome to Elegant Creatures. I'm your host, Val, and not normally the facilitator here tonight, but welcome, everybody. I'm here. Sid and I have done a Freaky Friday on a Thursday and
I
swapped
cannot
episodes.
express to you how wrong this feels and how much it's freaking me out.
Why? Because I didn't yell?
Because you're not the one that talks on Thursdays.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it's because I also didn't start out with my usual yelling opening. So, yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah, this is weird. But yeah,
Hello
so
there.
no, we're not doing that again.
I'm
We already did the entire
sorry.
song off stream.
We did one verse.
We did one
The
verse.
entire song. So we are here to play more Elegant Creatures. However, we are calling this Elegant Creatures: Tales of Terror. As we are, I'm doing a
We
little.
are?
Wait, what's this called?
Yeah, we are.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't tell anybody.
So this is the first of what I assume will be many one-shots that people will do in a weird sort of Tales from the Crypt style. That's really going to be nothing like that. It's not
an anthology.
This isn't gonna be scary. This isn't going to be. This is just going to be weird. So yeah, we're still going to be playing Monster of the Week here. Everybody's playing the same characters except for Sid, who's going to be playing somebody super special here tonight. And yeah, before we get started, I will go ahead and plug everything else we've got going on right now. You can join us tomorrow if you like what you see here tonight for Neon Gods, which is a game that myself, Savannah, and Sid all co-facilitate along with our good friend Sita. And we're all gods and getting into
But what do we
shenanigans.
play, Val?
I thought you said we're all guns.
We're all guns.
We are all sentient guns.
I need to go
Uh,
take a nap. Can I go take a nap and come back?
No.
You've got like 5 minutes, maybe
can
10
do
because
it.
I do have a longer open. But yeah, we're playing a version of Good Society that we have hacked together, and yeah, we are all gods, and we're playing gods too. That's how good we feel this week. So yeah, and the rest of our schedule through this weekend should be normal. I'll let everybody who's involved on the shows talk about where they are and what they're doing. And in fact, I'll go and let everybody introduce themselves and who they're playing here tonight and anything else they do on and off this channel. I don't know who goes first. Normally I go first.
It's me.
In this game. Savannah.
Yeah, everybody's all out of order. Should I just say
Okay.
I'll say
Yeah,
whose turn it
you
is?
should just say whose turn it is.
It's me. I go first. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I am live on this channel Thursdays through Mondays, either playing in games or running them or co-facilitating them. I never take credit for that for the Friday game, but I will today. Because I haven't streamed in a few days because I was sick again. But I'm better now, mostly. But yeah, I run 2 games on this channel. One on Sunday afternoons, Duskwall's Dead, it's Blades in the Dark. It's a rip-roaring good time over there. Lots of murder, little bit of demons, little bit of ghosts, got a little bit of everything. And then on Monday nights, I run our Dungeons & Dragons game, The Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet, in which we will soon have the full cast together again, one more week. And we're very excited to have Sid back. And then on Sunday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/lbhackemup playing Dungeons and Dragons. Today, I am playing Juno still. And she's the monstrous now. Wally's turn.
Savia is me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet. You can find me at WALLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot, where you can see me talking about all the stuff that I am in regularly on my schedules, because I don't have a schedule pinned to my Twitter page. You can find me Monday over at Infinite RP playing the finale of Flames of Freedom this coming Monday. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait for y'all to catch that out. And then you can find me back here every Thursday at GK Game Nights playing some of this Monster of the Week. And I have other stuff down the line I'm going to be talking about on my page, so just follow there. And I'm going to throw it over to Sid.
Oh, hello. Hi. I am Christine Sid, wearing my functional adult cosplay this evening. If you can't tell, it's pretty good, right?
That's spot on.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
it's
these are my
almost-
functional
pretty
adult
unbelievable.
cosplay.
Mhm.
It's almost convincing, right? I'm coming in hot after work today. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at GreekSid. I literally don't remember if I just said that. Val was nice enough to run this one shot this evening because my brain is mush. But they were nice enough to invite me to just play, so I'm gonna play a big old dope. Yeah, little himbo rabbit. You can find me here several nights a week. Lots of stuff that already got mentioned, including usually running this game. For 1 week more. We're over on Flames of Freedom, and then I'm back here on Mondays for our lovely game of Strixhaven. This evening, I'm playing Ares. He, him.
Who we have a little portrait of.
Yeah.
Who wants to take credit for it? Because the artist is in this room.
Yes.
It's one of us. It was me. I did it.
One.
It was Val. Val drew a bunny.
Val
Val drew
did
us a
it.
bunny.
Yes, I shall be Ares this evening, who is the demonic.
Oh right, yeah, I'm playing the crooked. I forgot about that.
We
Oh, that's okay. We love you anyway. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. I think RJ's the last one left.
Hello, everybody. I'm RJ, and you can catch me at rjustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. Catch me over at Indoor Adventures on Mondays and Sundays. Mondays for our D&D 5e homebrew campaign. We are level 18. We're about to go under the water to a glass city to go fuck with some weird mind flayers. It's weird. Sundays for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, again over at the Indoor Adventures, where we talked to the Cyclops about love. I think we're gonna go scare some kobolds now. It's been a hot minute. Leave me alone. Thursday's here, but we'll talk about that in a bit. And Saturday's coming up for Ward 47, where I play a dumbass. Full stop. Today I'm playing Gus, who is the chosen. And in the night, the wish list never ends.
And-
Where are you?
Oh my god. Okay. I should have made the. I wish I had made it now that the villain of this whole thing was Tom DeLonge. I feel like I can change it.
He
I
would
mean, not too
never.
late.
It's not too late.
He would never.
Uh,
Richie Sambora,
well,
on the other hand.
now I gotta turn the concept of Blink 182 into a monster and do another one shot later on.
It's okay.
I
I
don't
ran
think
an
that's
entire Sprawl one shot where Hank Williams Jr. was the villain.
Yeah.
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 You just need 182 blink dogs.
Oh, chat says 182 weeping angels.
Oh no.
No.
Oh,
No.
That's
No,
awesome.
really
That is
good idea.
terrifying.
That's awesome.
I was imagining some sort of biblical angel with 182 eyes, but I was going very literal.
No,
Y'all
we
were
just
going
did
crazy.
eyes in the darkest house. I don't want to do eyes.
No
We
more
did.
eyes.
But yeah, I'm running this game tonight. I'm Val, the Kraken's King, Twitter and Twitch. You can find me, or Kraken's Crown, Twitter and Twitch. You can find me.
You have not had that Twitter handle in years.
Jesus.
We are
Kraken-
so tired.
Do you want me to boot up the Xbox 360?
Do you want to sign into your gamer tag and talk about people's mom?
So that's gonna be our show for tonight. Thank you.
Anyone got
We'll see you
Xbox
next
Gold for
week.
3 months? I
Oh.
I've got like a crate full of those. Yeah, you can. I'm here
There's
Thursday.
so much
Sundays.
Xbox Gold
Most
that
of the.
Blackbeard would be jealous.
I'm trying to get through my intro.
I don't care.
Kill Juno tonight.
It's not canon.
I play and
I hope I get
run-
killed.
And they're not sorry. Sorry.
Never been sorry.
I love myself.
I'm hating myself.
No, this is a good energy. Yeah, I do stuff on this channel, but tonight I'm running a one shot. That's all I'm gonna say. Are y'all ready to get started? Are we ready to get started?
I
Are we
have
good?
never been more
Are
ready.
we?
Yeah.
I feel like I should say one thing to you about that exchange, though.
What?
I'm so sorry.
It's walking into that
I
one.
told you I wanted to go take a nap.
I said you
But
could.
no. Put on the wing, they said. Let's do the stream, they said.
Only a few laughs.
Oh.
Make... have a few laughs, have a good time.
Does anyone out there in the chat want to run this game?
I know.
Just DM me. We can swap. Hard swap in the middle of the game.
I'm gonna
Okay.
DM roulette every 15 minutes. We're gonna swap in somebody new.
Yeah.
That's a fun idea.
That's
for
actually
a
really
one-shot.
That's
cool
actually
idea for a one
really
shot.
chaotic and epic.
Did we not do that? Oh no, we did the.
No, we did the body
alternate
swap
players.
thing where we'd swapped
Yeah.
bodies every 15 minutes.
Oh man.
It was awesome.
We
We did it for
do that.
charity. Yeah, the Nerdlopedia people played with us.
Okay.
And we love them because they're awesome. There we go, follow twitch.tv/Nerdlopedia. While Val gets their notes together.
I have my notes together. I'm waiting for y'all to stop so I
Oh.
can go.
Go ahead, please.
I'm so sorry.
It's a quiet night in the Lunar Quarter. One of its local residents, Giorgio, a middle-aged man with shaggy brown hair, sits in bed, quietly reading a book. As he flips a page, movement at the window catches his eye. He pauses for a moment, cocking an eyebrow, before turning back to his reading. A few minutes pass, and another movement catches his eye. This time, a dull green glow can be seen washing over the white linen curtains. He watches the glow vanish again, and he waits, staring at the window until he sees another flash of green. Setting the book aside, the bed creaks as he stands and moves to the window. He draws the curtain and looks out over his backyard. It's dark, quiet, still. He begins to let the curtains fall closed again when he notices a woman in the yard next door. Even from this distance in the low light, he recognizes the golden hair of his young neighbor, Bernadette. She appears to be staring up at the night sky, head turning swiftly back and forth. He follows her gaze and freezes. In the slightly overcast sky, Giorgio spots a dull greenish yellow light. At first he thinks it's a plane, though he hasn't seen one of those in ages. Then, like an agitated wasp, it darts to the side, stops, and darts back in the other direction. Its movements are strange, erratic. They continue for a few minutes, sometimes moving closer, the glow growing brighter, sometimes moving further away and ducking down behind buildings across the block. Concerned, Giorgio grabs a jacket and hurries out of the room and downstairs, determined to ask Bernadette what the light might be. As he turns to walk into the kitchen to leave through the back, he hears Bernadette scream. A sound which is immediately silenced as a flash of green light nearly blinds Giorgio as it blasts through the kitchen window. The walls begin to shake from a terrible whining thrum which seems to shake his very bones. Just as he thinks he can take no more, it stops. He blinks, his vision returning to him. Hesitating, shaking, he unlocks the back door and steps out to look at the spot where Bernadette was standing. His fears are realized, as instead of Bernadette, he sees nothing but a perfect circle burned into the grass where she stood. Giorgio's mouth falls open as he looks up at the sky and watches as the green dot vanishes from sight. But we're going to pick up a little while later at the Psychopomp. Timeline-wise, y'all are still everybody's still taking care of the band's still in town. We don't know when this is. It's sometime. The band's still here. But timeline wise, Gus, you're currently the psychopomp has been in full swing tonight. It's a weeknight, so about the usual like Thursday night crowd coming through, but it's begun to die down. It's getting pretty late. Gus normally doesn't like work the bar, correct? Like he's usually doing like management stuff. I'm imagining.
Yeah. In the mornings he comes in to stock everything up, but then Molly normally works the bar and tables.
Okay. Where would Gus be right now then? Like 1 a.m. on a Thursday.
In his office.
In his office, okay. There is a knock at your office door.
Enter.
Molly sticks her head in. Hey, Gus.
What's
you
up?
have a second?
He'll stand from his desk and walk over. Yeah, what's going on?
There's a bit of a problem. Out front at the bar. You might want to step in here.
What kind of problem? Talk to me. He's gonna...
You hear a muffled shout coming from the front of the bar, yelling, "They're coming for all of us!"
Gus is gonna like scooch past Molly.
Yeah.
You cut this guy off?
He hasn't been drinking. I just got him a couple sodas.
All right. As he's walking out towards the bar, he's going to pull out his phone and text Juno and just be like, "Hey, by the way, I'm throwing out a drunk guy. Should I call the cops? ?
Juno texts back. What kind of drunk?
Like conspiracy theory drunk.
No, let's not get the cops in. You know what? I'll just run down there and make sure he gets home.
Yeah. There's a thumbs up emoji and Gus heads to the floor.
You come out to the front and you can see you come running. You
I have
go
a move
running
for
towards
this.
the-
It's called preternatural speed.
Okay.
I run very fast.
Is that it? Is there any other mechanical benefits? to the
Probably.
move, or is it just you run very
It's a
fast?
+1 to running or chasing or running away.
Chase, flee, run.
Yeah.
I get
Okay.
+1 ongoing as long as I'm running. I just
Okay.
haven't really got to use any of my moves yet, so.
Sure. Roll to act under pressure.
Yeah, I don't even have my dice out.
For shame.
Then you
Listen, do
automatically
you know what I
fail.
was doing right before this?
Asking Val if you could take a nap.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
that-
was doing right before that?
Planning to take a nap?
Napping. Wait, what?
Weightlifting.
Strong.
Why were you waiting?
Aha.
Which one is act under pressure? -1.
Cool.
7. Oh no, 8, because +1.
Okay, 8. So mixed success. All right, you.
Of course, Juno has a negative. Cool.
You begin to run down the street and head towards the Psychopomp. It's not too far away. I mean, you can get around the Lunar Quarter pretty quickly. However, Juno, you were exercising pretty hard earlier, and God, your legs are just like cramping up right now. You haven't stretched like enough.
I
So
need some yogurt.
yeah. So you run, but you're not quite as fast as you should be. Gus, you make it to the front of the bar, or come out from the back rooms, and you see a regular of yours at the bar, Giorgio, who is, you've seen him before, is usually a kind of a quiet guy, likes to read at the bar while he's having a beer, never drinks too much, usually pretty easy to get along with. However, currently he is turned, and there are a couple of other patrons in the bar right now who are looking like they're trying to stifle like laughter, like trying to look seriously, as he's turned towards them. He's like, "You're not listening to me. They're coming for all of us. We have to do something about it. Nobody will listen to me."
Gus sidles up next to Giorgio, puts an arm around his shoulders, looks to the people at the table. "Your next drink's comped," and he'll wave to Molly.
On it. Got it.
"Giorgio, could you come walk and talk with me, please?"
Gus, we have to do something. We have to board the doors. You need to get everyone inside. We have to arrange to get the neighborhood watch together. Do something about it.
Is there a figure someone out move?
There's a read a person.
Yeah,
There's a
read
read a
yeah.
person.
Which is
That
sharp, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one we imported from
Apocalypse World. Yep.
World?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It should
read
be
a person.
into assets.
Yeah.
I can't show you all things. This isn't my game.
We can see.
Yeah. So when you read I mean, like, I can't like pop them into
Oh,
y'all's.
I understand. Yeah. But yeah, it's sharp.
Yeah. Roll sharp.
That is a 9. So hold 1.
Yeah, you can ask one. You can ask it now, or you can hold it and ask it at some point during the scene. But
I'll ask what their character's really feeling.
okay, yeah, you can tell. I mean, you're pretty close proximity right now. He doesn't seem drunk. At least, like, you don't smell any alcohol in him, or something like that, or anything like that. Whether he's on any other substances, it's hard to tell. But he's at least doesn't seem like he's been drinking, and he seems terrified.
"Hey, bud, let's take this to the back room. We can sit you down somewhere quiet and breathe, get you some water."
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Back room. There are no windows back there, right?
"No, it's just my office.
Okay, good.
Breathe with me, 4 in, 8 out."
They're learning.
He follows you back there.
Can I come skidding in?
Yeah, so around this point, after everything's been pacified, so you get there after everything's been at least calmed down at this point. Molly's serving the people at the table a couple of last drinks before she closes up the cash register, and she sees you and she says,
Hey, Molly.
"Hey, Juno, she's in the back. They're in the back."
Are you okay?
"I'm fine. Giorgio.
Oh,
He's not doing so good."
okay. Is Giorgio just like, I was gonna say the straight man. Is he
Is he a
just
human?
Yeah, does he know about
No,
magic shit?
He's a werewolf.
Oh, he's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Extra weird.
Does he work in the observatory? The one established by the werewolves?
Yes.
Am I not remembering something from session 0, or did you just pull that out of your ass?
Did you make that up, or did
Or
I was like,
I might be misremembering.
I think
something
you
else.
made that up just now.
I think
don't
it's
remember
canon
that.
now.
But
There's
is there an
100% an
I don't remember
observatory
there was an
run.
observatory at all.
That makes
there's a
total
lunar
sense.
observatory established by werewolves.
100%.
I mean, it
it's
makes
canon now.
sense.
Hey,
It's
Chad,
canon.
Yeah, totally.
this is why
Thank you.
note keeping is kind of important if you're playing in 2
No.
games in the same system.
This is why what's really important is if you say something and everybody else isn't sure, but you know what you said is legit, you just take credit for it and say, yeah,
Yeah.
just doing some world building.
Yeah, some lore.
Yeah.
They're looking at the cycles of the moon and found out that it has like the Majora's Mask smile on the dark side.
Didn't we
Mm.
decide that there's like a rumor that a god's gonna come out of the moon or
Well,
something?
there
two
are
moons.
two moons.
So-
There's one full,
Right.
like a complete moon, and then there's the other moon that during the
Broken guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
broken one that smashed into it, and there's just
Right.
little chunkies and stuff.
So they're observing the moon to make sure, see, weird effects. Like, how is this going to affect us and our transformations? It makes sense. Yeah, I like that. As somebody who has absolutely no say in what's canon in this world, I really like that.
It's canon.
I'm
I love
saying
it.
it's at least canon in this one
We're
shot.
going with it.
It's canon.
Okay. Yeah, Juno. Yeah, but you're familiar with Giorgio, a werewolf, older guy. He's been here since before the convergence.
Oh.
So, yeah. Anyway, you're led to the back.
Knock, knock, knock.
Gus, you
Man.
got out.
Hello.
Hey, Juno, Giorgio, Juno.
Oh, we know each other.
Yeah, I know. Juno, I'm glad you're here. You're exactly
Hey.
the kind of person I need to be talking to right now.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't. You're not going to believe me if I tell you, but I have to tell you, okay?
When have I ever not believed you?
Something got Bernadette.
What?
Aliens.
Aliens?
Aliens.
Okay. Aliens.
It's not the weirdest thing we've
Yeah.
heard all week.
It's really not. Did you see them?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't know it was aliens if I hadn't seen them.
Okay. Well, it's helpful to have as many details as possible.
Okay.
So aliens.
Aliens. Yes. I was at home
Mhm.
reading like I normally do. And I saw this light. And I looked outside and Bernadette was out there. She was already standing outside and she was looking at the sky and I didn't know what she was doing there. And so I looked up in the direction she was looking and there was this light, like this circle in the sky. It was green, like in the books. And it was like zipping around. And so I was going out to talk to her and to see what she was looking at, if she knew anything about it. And when I was going downstairs, the whole house began to shake, and I heard Bernadette scream, and there was this bright light. And I went outside, and she was gone. And there was the circle, like the crop circles and stuff, but it was in her yard, right where she was standing. I think she
Okay.
was abducted.
And when was this? This was tonight?
Yeah, like a few hours ago.
Okay.
Trails should still be fresh if we want to hop over there now.
Yeah. Yeah, Giorgio, we'll take a look.
Okay, I want to stay here. I really don't want to go outside. I don't know if they're grabbing other people. And I figured if I stay inside, they're not going to be able to get
It's
me and they
okay.
might
Hey,
know
it's
that I
okay.
witnessed
It's okay.
it.
I'm sure Gus doesn't mind.
Yeah, hey, Giorgio, I've got a room upstairs if you want to use that.
Okay.
I'll put some sigils on the door.
Will those keep aliens out?
Well, they keep pretty much everything out, so.
And if anyone breaks in, Juno will know.
I'll know if something happens.
Okay, good.
I don't
Thank you.
have this move anymore. I'm just gonna keep pretending I can do it until it becomes necessary to take it away from me.
Do you have use magic?
Nope.
Oh, then yeah, you don't have. Can't do that.
I mean, I
Okay.
can tell him I can do
You
that.
can tell him you're doing that. Yes.
Absolutely.
We can bluff.
I can lie.
Can fake it.
I just want to smash cut to Giorgio like trying to lay down to calm, like chill out, and like Gwen pops out of the bed and goes, "Wow, who the fuck are you?" Because Gus forgot she was up there.
Well, no, this is another time. She's not up there. She could be at home.
She's at her own place tonight. Yeah. I mean, they're not getting too
she's
clingy. Not
independent.
too. Yeah, they're not getting going too far too fast. Like
She had to be. He was dead.
She's got cats to take care of. I mean, she can't be staying over here every night. So
It's true. It's true.
yeah. Plus, her show's recorded on the DVR, so she's got to
Yeah.
And sometimes RA comes in and they like check beds for people who aren't supposed to be there.
yeah. Molly's the RA. of your bar.
Of your bar and home.
How does that work?
Which
I don't know.
Gwen really hates because nothing is worse than being halfway through an episode of Criminal Minds and having to do something else.
Yes, actually, that is actually
True.
a real feeling.
Accurate.
Okay. You are you get Giorgio settled upstairs. If there is a window in this room, he closes the curtains on it, make sure it's locked, all that good stuff. And yeah, so
So
two-
I imagine even if like I mean, Juno's like knowledge of magic and stuff doesn't go away, so she'll at least like try to make him feel better and like draw some
yeah,
little
You can do
sigils
that.
on the window. They probably don't do anything, but
that's fine. That's okay.
most of it
so
is just for peace of mind.
y'all are gonna go over to Giorgio's house. Giorgio/Bernadette's house.
Hey, should I get everybody on this? Do you think it's that kind of case?
I mean, it's kind of late, but I mean, I guess it can't hurt.
Texts everyone geo coordinates.
Are we
Aries.
geocaching again?
Aries, what are you doing in our group chat?
No, I imagine that's from. I'm gonna say that's from Leah's phone. It is. There you get another text that says, "Sorry, that was Aries."
Well, we knew it
Yes.
wasn't you.
Geocaching.
You don't like to go outside.
Are we geocaching?
Wait,
again?
are we geocaching again? Because I did not like that the first time. You just left me at the street corner and didn't tell me where to go afterwards.
Sandy, I feel like you kind of missed the point of geocaching, but we can talk
Hold on,
about
I'm
it.
gonna add Aries to the group chat here.
Oh,
one
well,
second.
I don't
What
know if that's.
do we have? Oh, okay.
Gus
Okay.
replies to Sandy with just a lol.
I have
Hi,
several
Aries.
tiny miniature figures of bunnies that I leave at every geocache.
That's
Should I
really
go
nice.
get them?
No.
Oh.
Juno, this boy is too pure.
So, I'm a bit busy, but I'll send Aries over to help you in my place. Y'all have fun.
Busy with what?
What are you doing that's so busy?
She has to clean up after touching up my roots.
Okay,
Oh.
let's leave the
I'm gonna
bed
leave it
talk
at this.
at the bed.
How fast does his hair grow?
Too fast.
Well, he's a rabbit, so he's all hair.
Oh,
That's fair.
Lottie.
And this is gonna be
Oh.
forward.
Just get it?
Juno just got it.
Hit
And
that.
in the future, far after this whole mystery has been solved, you get a text from Max that was like, "I finally figured out how to use this damn app."
I'm not reading all these.
Okay. I was gonna save that bit for the end, but I was like, I will forget by the end of this.
Sometimes when you got a joke, you gotta just pull the trigger.
You just gotta do it. You gotta let your brain go haywire.
Let your brain go haywire.
So Aries and Sandy, two of you follow the geocache coordinates, and you all meet up outside of Giorgio's house. Like I said, in the Lunar Quarter, on the corner of and yeah.
I see you've taken my naming conventions to heart, which is not doing them. Okay.
So,
I'm
what
here.
is the issue that Giorgio has?
Aliens.
I'm out. And he turns around and starts to walk away.
Sandy.
What?
And on
And
collar.
aliens are not real.
Drags
You
him
don't know
over
that.
to Bernadette's house and then points down at where Giorgio said the crop circle was.
So this is like, if we're looking at this from the description from the cold open, this is like burned
So
into
it's
the
behind,
grass.
So so it's in the backyard. So y'all go in the alleyway between the houses, move the garbage cans to the side, Jimmy open the fence, and come to the backyard, which is, imagining this is city, so like a bunch of like 2 or 3 story like brick buildings with narrow alleys in between, sort of side by side, like townhomes essentially, and around back in the grass behind Bernadette's house is a perfect circle burned into the grass.
Well, I say it's not exactly your traditional crop circle.
If crop circles were real, if aliens were real.
Sandy, out of all things, aliens is really the thing that gets you?
Yes. Actually, yes. I believe in many things that are possible in this world, and aliens are the one thing that I'm kind of skeptic about.
Why?
Because of all the planets in this bloody universe where a bunch of knuckle-dragging humanoids crawl upon the surface, aliens would decide to choose this one to reach contact with.
Maybe they didn't choose it. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Then
they've just come to do scientific experiments.
Yeah, I mean, there are literally people on this planet who came from other planets, so it's kind of weird that that's the thing that you've got to hang up about.
Fair, but still, why would they abduct someone? It doesn't really. Nope.
Perhaps this Bernadette is a genius, and they had things to discuss with them.
Or maybe she's an alien, and they're taking her home.
You'd think they'd have a less forceful way to take her home, right?
I don't know, maybe aliens are super strong.
Gus is gonna take a knee and
Maybe they're fire resistant. Maybe
Fire.
they're assassins.
Fire. Juno, where does fire resistant lead into assassins?
Oh, it doesn't. It was just a separate idea.
See, okay.
there's a comma.
I was reading this book the other day, and assassins came to mind. That's all.
Okay, alien assassins that are fireproof and
Was this book on AO3?
Answer the question, Juno.
I don't think I have to answer that.
Oh, I think you do. The young man asked you a question, Juno. Why don't you answer?
Okay, technically it was a Tumblr post, but I don't feel like that's important.
Well, why don't we investigate this little circle?
And it sounded like Gus was doing something about to do something relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I plan for about 30 to 45 minutes of bullshit in every
I thought you were going to say 30 to 45 minutes of actual play, and then the rest would be bullshit.
I mean,
Gus, you were doing something? You started to say you were
Oh.
doing something.
Yeah, he takes a knee next to the circle and drags like 2 fingers through the dirt and
Okay.
does the whole like pinches it through the fingers and sniffs.
Okay. Sounds like you're investigating a mystery.
Oh boy.
Is this the first time we've done this one?
guys, we're playing Monster of the Week.
We're playing Monster of the
We're actually playing the game.
Week. Last time we
Doing it,
played Monster of the
Peter,
Week, we
we're
just
doing
talked
it,
to each other
Peter.
for 3 hours.
Investigate a mystery is
Shop.
Shop.
Of course it's sharp. My
So
best skill.
these sheets, I know this because I made them. Actually, underneath every rating, it says what basic moves it goes. The
Oh,
rating goes
shit,
to.
you're
Oh,
right.
shit, that's what's up.
Yo,
I'm very proud of these sheets that I.
Doctor Monster of the Week.
Sid also worked on them for this episode.
Doctor,
God,
Professor, Monster of the Week.
my working memory
That's
is
cool.
I managed them, meaning I copied the majority of the work from someone else and repackaged it and said, ta-da!
RJ, what were you saying?
7 to 9 is hold 1 for most things, right?
Usually, yeah. For investigative mystery, yeah, 7 to 9 is gonna be hold.
So I got an 8, so I get to hold 1.
Okay, so you can ask one question from the list. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? and what is being concealed here? And I will answer that question based on the information you have on hand.
Okay. Honestly, I can surmise a couple of these. What is being concealed here, if anything?
Okay. You Oh yeah. Okay, go. So you run your hands through this material that's left. I mean, there's dirt, obviously, from under the grass, but there's also like an ashy substance essentially at the top. At the top of it. It's very fine. It does not seem like this was just like if this was a burn that was caused by like gasoline or something that was poured here, you'd have more like residue, or there might be some smell, but there's no like smell or residue or anything. It's just this perfect burn circle. But what you find being concealed is actually in the grass directly next to the circle. It was the grass here is a little bit long, and you almost didn't see it at first. Doesn't seem like most people in the lunar core don't mow their yards because it's not a healthy thing to do. It's better just kind of let it grow naturally. So most people practice natural landscaping here in the lunar quarter. So a lot of indigenous grasses and other plant life growing here.
Question.
Yes.
So would a vandal make topiaries then?
Oh, we don't really have a vandalism problem.
Yeah, Juno kills them all.
What?
You
Who said that?
find in the grass there a small like moleskin journal.
You'll pick it up, dust it off. So, good news, she might have not gotten abducted. Pat, pat, pat. Bit of ash might be bioorganic like grass, or she could have just been dusted by the giant space laser flips through the book.
How is that good news?
She might have been murdered.
It means that we wouldn't have to go searching in wherever for her in space. It means that she's dead. That's it.
I think if that was the case, there'd probably be more ash, maybe?
I mean, we're dealing with aliens here. Who knows if whatever they
Which
can
aren't
do
real.
reduces you to atoms or not.
I
Dear
think
God.
maybe for now we should work under the assumption that Bernadette's alive.
God, could you imagine we just end it here?
She's
She
dead.
was, in fact,
Let's go
murdered
home.
randomly by aliens. The end.
And we're not going to deal with that because we're normal people. Let's go home. Maybe call the cops.
It's
God,
1 a.m.
can
I'm
you-
going to bed.
And that's it, everyone.
I read the journal.
Okay, you open up the journal, and it looks like it's dated. Each page is dated with an entry, and it looks like it only goes back like a couple. Like this journal's pretty new. It seems like it only goes back maybe like 2 weeks. So about 14 entries total, and it is mostly incoherent. Like there's a lot of little like drawings and a lot of like rambling and stuff in it, even like glyphs that don't appear to be in any language that you understand. A lot of like math equations calculating like distances and little star charts and stuff, but there are a few bits that you make out that are written in we all speak English, right? Is that the language that we're saying that we all speak? Okay,
Sure.
Yeah.
just making sure. That are written in English. Let's say one page, it says, it took another from the quarter. Not sure how many that is. Over 7 now. All like spaced out over a page. Another page, you find a few segments of words. Bright light. Sound like an engine. Weird humming noise, question mark. There's another one that says, always at night, and then that's crossed out, and next to it is written, no, day 2, harder to see light. There's another page that says, what do they want? Just like underlined a bunch of times. And then one more page at the end that says, Old Briar House. Saw it land there. Some kind of base?
Oh, we've got a lot of conspiracy theories. Hey, Juno, anybody go missing in the quarter in the last couple of weeks?
Did they?
Would all missing persons be reported to Juno? Do we establish that is there a police system here?
No.
No,
No.
Okay, no cops. That's right. I was trying to remember.
Juno's
We
just
decided a cab.
Would because of Sandy's like tied to the streets, would he know that people have just been going missing?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Juno's essentially like head of the neighborhood watch.
Would
Community support.
this be? This might just be another investigate, but I also might just give this to you. I'll give this between the two of you. There are there have been a few people that have been reported as missing or didn't turn up. Somebody mentioned that there was somebody that came to Juno, was like, hey, my grandma never showed up for brunch the other day. I went to her house, she's not there. There was a couple of situations like that. Again, that kind of stuff happens every now and then, especially in a place where monsters roam around, so it didn't really catch you off guard, but there have been a couple. For Sandy, with your dealings and stuff, I guess Sandy would be more noticing, like, hearing kind of rumors about people that might have, like, skipped town after welch on like a debt or something, and so you've heard like a couple of people around the Lunar Quarter that have been going to like collect debts and settle up scores and stuff to find that their marks aren't there anymore, and using your services to maybe try to track them down to no luck. But again, it's only been like 2 weeks, so it's not like a lot of headway's been made on most of this.
Now, I am not saying I believe in aliens. However,
You've made that abundantly clear.
thank you, Aries.
You're welcome.
Yes. But one of these gentlemen that have recently been abducted owes me a substantial amount of money. So maybe I will partake in this investigation just so I can get my money back.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a couple of people that are missing. I mean, it happens every so often. Sally's grandmother didn't show up for brunch a couple of days ago.
Oh, Sally's grandmother didn't show up for brunch?
Yeah,
Is that why she didn't show up for Pinochle?
I guess.
I usually have my 11 a.m. slap sit with her, but
Yeah, and we've checked her house and everything, and I can't find her, so...
Sally's grandma rocks.
Yeah,
she
Jeanette's
does give
great.
good scritches. Fine.
and-
But Sally's
and
grandmother.
A couple of other people.
What do any of you know about the old Briar House?
Well,
What do I know? This is my neighborhood.
There's no move for me. There's no. I was trying to remember if there's any move in this game. It's just like, do you know this? Let's.
No, usually that's a question you ask the GM and they just kind of
I
know.
just know the answer to. I'm just thinking about whether you would know every. Yeah, I'll give this to you. Yeah, there's a at the edge of the Lunar Quarter, almost like at the very end of it. There are a few homes, like a block of homes that have long since been abandoned, haven't really been maintained the same way. And there's an old home there from a. What's the face that you're making?
I'm so afraid that we're going to go in here and we're going to be in a darkest house situation.
Oh, I'm not gonna do Darkest House to y'all like No, this isn't the darkest house.
Insight.
That's
check. I've got
exactly
my-
what. Yes, that's
That
exactly
sounds
what
like
you
what
would
someone would
say.
There was
Say.
consent that was required for me to even get us to play that game. I'm not going to bring Wally into the darkest house without.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you and Wally talked about it.
We didn't.
Okay, well then
so-
Wally's lying too. So,
Wally, how dare? Honestly, what the
and
fuck?
it's not like I'm also not going to take the. You guys can trust me. I'm not going to take the darkest
we
house.
can't.
Y'all agreeing to it once as blanket consent to bring you into the darkest
Okay.
house whenever I want.
I
to.
believe you.
Okay.
Not Wally though.
Wow. You.
Wow.
know
I'm
that
violent today.
Punchy.
There's a house at the end of the quarter that actually it used to serve as a business too for an old woman that used to live there before the convergence. She was like a tailor, a seamstress, and she worked out of this house and stuff, and she ended up moving outside of the city once the when the convergence happened and things changed in the town, like a lot of people I imagine did. So the house was left abandoned, and it's been for sale for a long time.
Oh yeah, the Briar House.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's still on for sale.
The seamstress of the Lunar Quarter used to live there.
Oh.
It's been for sale for a long time.
Yes, it has been.
Is that our next geocache?
Yes, Aries.
I
that is our
guess.
next geocache. I wouldn't leave one of your bunnies here just in case, though.
Don't do that.
All right.
I mean, I
It's
don't know
back
why
in
you.
his pocket.
I don't know why he couldn't.
Alright, fine. Just put it right down the corner of the house.
Okay. Lisa's little bunny statue.
I think they're nice.
Do you leave it at the middle of the circle
Yes.
in the yard? Okay.
Yes.
Giorgio comes back and looks at it.
Oh!
When Aries isn't looking, I scoop it up and set it somewhere else, like on the little wall or something. As we're leaving,
Okay.
I don't want to upset anybody any more than they've already been upset.
Oh boy.
And no chat, we did not tell Aries we were geocaching. Aries told us we were geocaching.
We
Yep.
have not.
This
we
is
just
for
haven't
Aries taking it
corrected
upon
him.
themselves to do this.
I tried to correct him in, you know,
Say lovey.
he's having
Yes,
a good
yes,
time.
I'm having a great time.
I'm glad. Your hair turned out really nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My publicist said I could keep it.
Oh, good.
I'm
That's
very
great.
excited.
Yeah.
You all head over to the old Briar House while this conversation's happening.
I wonder if this place is actually haunted.
Gus, is it haunted?
Hold on, let me summon my ghost powers and see if it is.
Why would Gus know if it was haunted?
Oh, that's right. I'm not a ghost anymore.
Also, can ghosts just see other ghosts? Is that a thing?
We have to be corporeal to be seen, even by other ghosts. Otherwise, it's just a presence.
That's fair. Anyway,
Well,
some of the
this-
neighborhood kids think it's haunted. The lady
Well, this
of the Lunar
conversation-
Quarter.
These are the same neighborhood kids who decide to scoop me up and tie a string to my tail.
What?
Yes, these are neighborhood kids who scooped me up and tied a string to my tail. I was minding my own business, sleeping on a wall, and then the kids scooped me up and put a string on my tail.
Sandy, you should have told me. I'll talk to them.
Gus walks by Juno and he just mutters, "Best $20 I spent."
I'll talk to them. I'm sorry that happened.
It was the worst 15 minutes of my life.
I'm sorry. They're
If
kids.
Sandy has a string on his tail and turns back to it,
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
where do string go?
What are
Like I said,
strings? How
the
do they
worst
work?
15 minutes of my life.
It just falls off because humans don't have tails.
Right. Obviously.
Obviously.
Let it.
No, you can't just say stuff like that, RJ. Hi, this is Juno speaking. You can't just say stuff like that.
I apologize.
It's all on the
You
internet.
make it over to the old Briar house.
Yes.
It is there that you see again, a lot of the homes on this block have either recently been like torn down in the process of being renovated, and you come up to the old house, which is a pretty sizable property for the Lunar Quarter these days. Old, like turn of the century looking, and the outside there's a for sale sign in the yard. However, the placard for it has been covered by a big red sign or sticker that says sold. And parked in the driveway, again, this is the middle of the night, parked in the driveway currently is a big van that says Bale Home Renovations and Remodeling.
Huh.
Oh,
Did you guys know somebody bought the place?
I didn't even know there's a new renovation business in town. I don't like that. Who are you? And he looks at the number of the van to see if he recognizes it.
Yeah, there's an 800 number on the back. It says, "How's my driving?" You don't recognize the number.
Do you renovate homes, Sandy?
No, I do a lot of things, Mr. Aries. I involve myself in the renovation of homes, and that people will pay me to make sure certain things go wrong so that renovations can happen.
Oh, you're a contractor.
Exactly!
Emphasis on the con.
I would say at least 50% of his business is legitimate.
So he's a contractor.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Oh, you think 50% of my business is legitimate, Juno?
Well, in some sense.
It's nice you think that positive of me.
so what's a contractor doing out here at 1 a.m.?
Good.
Perhaps they bought it themselves and they intend to flip it or something.
Yeah, then maybe they're staying on site. It's not unheard of.
Gus will hand Juno the notebook and tap to the page where it says, like, they come at night, never mind, morning, they park at the old Briar place. Bernadette was afraid of whatever's coming out of here. Or at least being a conspiracy theorist about what's coming out of here.
Well, if she lives next door to Giorgio, she could have picked some stuff up from him.
Giorgio's normally a quiet guy. Conspiracy theories isn't in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's true.
It always is the quiet ones.
Yeah, but both of them?
True.
That's a little more strange.
That is.
Should we perhaps knock and say we're here to inspect the foundation?
No.
If it was 1 p.m., that would be a great idea.
Oh.
Right now, we just look like a bunch of crazies loitering outside of a house.
Well, I'm allowed to be here.
Am I allowed to be here?
Yes.
Okay.
I will deputize you.
Wow.
You're now a neighborhood watch deputy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have to supply your own sack of doorknobs.
So should we take a look around?
Yeah.
Where are you looking? Just around the outside of the house?
Sandy is going to transform into a cat and do a little stroll around the house.
Sandy, wait for me. You have to explain the doorknobs. And
Oh.
he will turn into a rabbit and follow.
Just looks at Gus, sort of shrugs apologetically, also shapeshifts.
Into.
I get Wolfman though.
Okay, so a hairless cat, a blue rabbit, and a wolf woman, wolf person.
It's
go-
allowed in the move. It doesn't have to be an animal.
no,
It can
I
be
know
a
it does.
partial form.
Go skulking around the outside of this abandoned house.
Guess I'll just go home.
If you are, can you pick up some milk?
It's really not good for your digestive system, Sandy.
I'm going to take the lactate, Juno. I said I was going to start last week.
That gets rid of the symptoms and stuff. It doesn't make it any less bad for you.
I'll have Sandy, do you want to roll this investigative?
I will roll this investigation, yes.
Can we
You can help out. Yeah. So yeah,
I
you
have
can-
no chill.
no chill.
Neither.
In fact, I have negative chill, but
Would
I'll help
you?
anyway because
I
I'm
have
enthusiastic.
+1, and because of my investigation.
Oh,
in my
because I'm
animal
in
form.
I'm in my animal form, so actually it's just a straight roll. So I'll help.
Okay.
Guess who
I
has
think
a
it gives
+2?
you it gives you a +1 specifically to investigate.
Investigative mystery. Never
Yeah.
mind. So it's still a
You're
negative.
helping.
I got a
I help.
5, so I would love whatever help you can give me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Actually, no, not a
Uh,
5. That is a
hey.
7 that I got.
Hey Val, can I roll as well for funds?
Oh. Well, I could help, but it'll only bring you up to a 9, so it's not really gonna matter.
Okay, yeah. that's fine.
Yes, Gus, you can roll 2. Okay, so I'm sorting out this first one. So, Sandy, what was your? Did you help? Or no, we said only one person can help,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
the-
know.
I
Yes,
believe only,
only
one person can
help.
help on a roll. So, what was your total?
7.
7 is where it turned out.
So we're
and
not helping because the help would only put it to
At an 8.
An 8.
2 and 8.
Yeah, wouldn't
Yeah.
make
Okay.
much difference.
Okay. So Sandy rolls a 7, so you get to ask one question for investigative mystery. Gus, you rolled on your own. What did you roll?
14.
14. Okay, you get to ask 2 questions. So Sandy, what is the question you would like to
I
ask?
will say, what's being concealed here?
It's everyone's
sharp.
favorite question. It's such a good question.
Such a good question.
That's a good question. Okay.
Could I also
Go-
just have... Sorry, this is a question for Sid later.
Let's see on here. Yeah. So, Sandy, you lead the little merry entourage around the side of the house and take a look around. Your cat senses heightened, heightening your ability to see and to smell and to sense your environment here, and you pick up on a weird scent coming from the house, and actually specifically it appears this house has a basement because there are like the little like half windows on the back of the house along the ground level, and you can't see inside because it appears that something might be blocking the window, like maybe something like there's some boards leaned up against it, something like that. But you catch this weird odor coming from like the cracks around this window. It's kind of 2 things mixed together. One, it smells sort of like something burning, or something long burned, like a burned out campfire almost. Another is sort of like a mildewy scent.
Sandy does the face cats make when they sell something weird, going, what is that? Oh, that is a horrid odor. and he like transforms back and like rubs his nose a couple of times. Oh, it's coming from there. He points towards the cellar door.
So it's not a door; it's just the window.
Oh, the cellar window. Yeah.
Yeah.
He points.
Hop, 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 hop. That is unpleasant.
Very, very foul. It's. Would I be able to like associate the smells to anything specific?
Not together. Separately, something burned and something damp and musty. That could be any number of things. Together, I don't think it strikes a bell.
It's a very gross smell. It's like burning and wet stuff. It's a very foul combination. But I can't open the window because something seems to be blocking it.
We could break it.
Yes, we could. Juno, can you break this window over here?
Well, I mean, I don't really want to destroy someone's property.
But these are possibly abducting aliens causing a nuisance in your neighborhood, as is your duty as a neighborhood watch to investigate.
Oh, I have something. He starts like hopping around, like hop, 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 hop.
1 second, Aries. Sandy, using air quotes over and over and over again is not really helping endear your argument to anyone, and I just thought maybe you should know that. What do you have, Aries?
It's like hops, like is like halfway up your shin, Juno.
Yeah.
I can go somewhere else and take someone with me, and then I could scooch inside.
What do you mean go somewhere else?
Technically speaking, I believe it's called the astral plane.
You can go to the astral plane.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Sometimes, yes. Mostly for paintball.
Oh. Is it that seems dangerous.
Sometimes.
Okay.
But I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, if you want to try.
Right, well, I'll go with you through the astral plane.
Well, if there's something blocking the window, should I go and then I can move it?
Oh, good idea. Yes, you should do that. You're a bit, stronger than me.
Okay. While this is going on, let me resolve what Gus's questions here.
I misheard and I thought I was adding cool, but no, it's sharp, so it's an 11.
Okay.
Or no, a 10, sorry.
10. Okay. Still a full success. But you get to ask 2 questions.
Gus is gonna investigate the van.
Okay.
No, I've had a 12 plus, then I can ask anything.
And that's only if you advance that move.
Okay. I'll ask what happened here.
Okay. You look over the van. You notice you notice a couple things. There is the van itself has like a layer of like pollen on top, and some like leaves, branches that have built up along the outside, and especially like in the window. And there are you can also tell it rained earlier today, and there's underneath the van itself is dry. The van itself doesn't look like it's moved in a while. Like it's been parked here for a couple weeks.
Time for a test. He's going to head to the front of the van and take his dagger out, and he's going to use the pommel and just bash like the door to see if the alarm is working.
Okay.
Let's get the initial like whoop whoop,
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if this is like your second question. This would be kind of like a what's being concealed here. Like, are there any traps or really like kind of that sort of thing? Like, is there
Sure,
an
we'll
alarm
go
system? Okay. You bash the side of the van.
Mhm.
Nope.
Gus shrugs, gets to the driver's side and tries the the latch. The door
Okay.
handle.
I pull the door handle. Pop. Door opens.
Pulls out his phone, leaves the door open, takes a picture, sends it to everyone in the group chat.
As you open the door too, you're confronted with an equally bad smell to what Sandy was experiencing, as there is a bag of McBurgers that is sitting in the passenger seat. What?
I would like to correct you and say that McBurgers do not spoil. There have been tests.
They do in this canonical world because we put good things in our body,
I will take it.
and so
Well, so
they
what
actually
happened?
rot.
McBurger is actually locally sourced when the Rankle farm opened up, and they started veggie or Impossible burgers made of rankles. And rankles, true to their name, smell terrible when they've gone bad. They smell great beforehand, and the second, like a pear, the second you look away from it, it goes terrible and smells like death. So,
A lot of world building in this one shot. I'm loving
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Too bad it's all not canon.
I'm loving
Oh
it.
well.
So it gets to decide how much of this is canon.
Gus just pulls his shirt over his mouth and coughs. He's gonna regret this, but he'll get in and like try the glove compartment, look for anything.
Okay. You try the glove compartment and kind of moving around like the back, like moving the back. And this is a work van, so there's no back seat. It's just like open, and you can see like.
Oh, before he
Richard.
gets in, he checks the fucking back then, just in case. Like flashlight on, like what the fuck?
Okay, yeah, you can check the back. It all looks like you can see the spots where like equipment would be like fastened down, hung up in the back. Like I said, so it's a workman's van. It's pretty empty though. Like most of the equipment was probably unloaded. But there's nobody lurking in the back of the van, thankfully. And they've got their garrote, and they get you now. So
Yes,
you,
take me.
I also have a garrote. It was one of my gear.
you open up the glove compartment, and there's some paperwork in there for the vehicle, some napkins, a bunch of salt packages, some extra straws. What else did my grandma keep in her van?
Packets of duck sauce.
Yeah.
Manual.
No, my grandma was not Filipino. She does not keep that in there. No, she you check the glove compartment. You do find a registration in there for the vehicle, for one Christina Bale.
Tuck that away, grab some salt packets, put that in his pocket. And he'll hop out, close the van, and
We're facing magic or slugs. We're covered.
We're good.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
ghosts or
Yeah.
slugs.
Ghosts. Yes.
Mhm.
If we load
Just
the salt packet,
if you
it's
just
like-
throw salt packets at a ghost, does that work?
I think they'd
Is
have
the
to be
salt being
outside.
wrapped in something?
I think it'll just be annoyed
Or-
if they got hit by a salt packet. It's like,
If you throw a bag of salt at a ghost, so the salt's like contained in something, does it still hurt the ghost?
does the salt bag explode into a salt cloud once it hits the ghost?
I
The
feel like throwing a salt.
actual mineral is what influences.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
throwing a salt packet feels like just actually throwing the Morton's container at them too. I don't really feel like it
Yeah.
would do much.
It's
It's
not.
like-
It's not the idea of salt. It's the actual. There's supposed to be a
but so
little
the
bit
salt
of science in
actually
it that the
needs to
salt
come
would
in
react
contact.
with, like
Yeah.
ectoplasm and stuff.
So the salt has to come in contact. So that's why, like, I have a lot of salt in my body. I can't just punch a ghost.
No, you
I
can't.
mean,
That's
like
not why you
today-
can't punch a ghost.
Like
Unless
today,
you-
I'm feeling pretty goddamn salty. I feel like I could fucking punch a ghost today. Just
Unless,
personally, Sid,
So,
me.
unless you take salt, throw it on your knuckles, and then punch the ghost.
I mean,
Yes.
that's
like
fine.
knuckle dusters.
Yeah, like a knuckle.
think of
You drown a
ghosts-
ghost in
Oh
salt water.
God.
What happened about pirate ghosts?
Maybe that's why ghosts don't like running water. Or is that vampires?
It's
Or is that
vampires.
both?
Just vampires.
If
Vampires also don't like salt because they have to count it.
Well, it's not that they don't like
Oh.
salt, it's that they have to
no, that's
compulsively count.
leprechauns.
No, it's also vampires.
No, it
actually.
is vampires.
Really?
Vampires too?
Yep.
It literally
count
is
it?
vampires.
It is also
Vampires are
Huh.
compulsive counters in some
Yeah.
legends.
Are they also compulsive shoe shiners?
They like to untie knots.
Mhm.
Yep.
Get a vampire after my session. Got it. Okay.
Man, that
Yeah,
just
chat
explains
makes a good
se-
point. That's why the count on Sesame Street is
Yeah.
a vampire.
That explains
'Cause they
so much
compulsively
right
count.
there. Yeah.
All right, chuckleheads. What have you found?
All right. Back to the stream.
We're learning.
And as Gus is walking up, he is like ripping a salt packet, pouring it into his pocket, grabbing another salt
Pocket
packet,
salt.
Pocket sand.
pouring it into his like pocket.
I love that you have pocket salt. That's amazing. Still in bunny form. Because there's nothing that says I can't. It's gonna try to jump Juno and himself into the astral plane to walk
Okay.
through the wall
I need
into
to see
the
this
basement.
move.
It is called, I put it on my sheet. It's called Enter the Astral Plane.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so you have to roll 10 plus in order to bring somebody else with you. Oh no, you
No.
can
On
do
a
it.
7 plus, you
I
and
see.
one other being. On a 10 plus, you can bring multiple people, or you can stay for an extended period of time. On a miss, we still go, but we're trapped, and we must take 1 harm to return to the material plane.
So this stops time, and you can move while others are frozen.
hmm
But it doesn't say anything about passing through. I'll just go with it. I'll say yes, because
Yeah.
okay.
I may have misread that, but thank you for yes-anding it.
That's fine. We'll just go with it. If this isn't, I'm not running this as a long-term campaign. I don't care if that's broken.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go and roll for that. So I'll say, like, Gus, you're coming around the side of the building to see what the others have found. As a bunny rabbit, as the blue bunny Aries jumps into Juno's hands, and well, let me know your roll, and we'll say how it's
Snuggle close to be safe. Okay. Oh no, I actually do have some weird in there. So I rolled a 6, but it's a +2, so it's an 8. So it is a hit.
All right, with an 8, they both vanish from sight as the two of you suddenly see Gus walking around the corner, and Gus just stops, and Sandy freezes in place. But Juno, you can continue to move while you hold.
Whoa. It's like clock stoppers.
Oh
Sort of.
God! You know what?
That's why I have such sick moves. All right, forward or down, I guess.
Okay. You will yourself forward, Juno, and using the molecular vibrations caused by you accelerating your bodies to the point that time appears to stop around you. You phase.
I think we're just moving really fast.
Yeah. You phase through the wall and down into the basement. Where you can see there, it looks like a piece of drywall or something that they were storing, like a few, like a couple slabs of drywall against this wall, and it just so happened to cover this window. And you emerge in the basement, time reasserting itself around you, and it is very dark down here. But you're a werewolf and you're a demon bunny, so I'm just gonna assume you can see. Your eyes adjust, and you can see a bunch of equipment down here, like an old, like a not an old, it'd be a relatively new generator is put down here. There's like trying to think of the stuff they used to protect the stairs and movers coming to your house, like the. You know what I'm talking about. The sheets covering the stairs leading upstairs. Like, it looks like they were planning on doing renovations out of power tools, everything. However, along the far wall, as you enter, there's a sledgehammer leaning there, and it looks like they were in the process of knocking out a wall, and they did, and there's a big old hole behind that wall. Like there was some sort of chamber underground.
That seems ominous.
And you're catching that musty, burny smell right now pretty strong. Gus, you've come around the side of the building and watch as Juno and Ares vanish.
Gus has the face of what the fuck
They went to the Astros plane.
for paintball.
No, to travel into the basement to do an investigation.
Oh, they're in the basement.
Yes. Why? What?
Gus puts a hand on Sandy's shoulder, turns to him with this mischievous smile on his face. Keep your hands and legs in the ride at all times.
What are you doing to me, Gus?
There
Gus,
is a
Gus,
flash of
Gus,
light.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna use angel wings to take Sandy with me, targeting Juno.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to see where you end up.
I end up in the psychopomp.
I was just gonna like open the window for you guys, and this is way better.
4, 4, 8, let's do 10.
Okay. All right. So I think that means you just do it. You just end up where you wanted to go. So yeah, there's a pop and a flash of light in the basement, which immediately hurts both of you down there in the eyeballs. And Gus and Sandy, the two of you.
Ares rears back, and the bunny has these terrifying serrated teeth
Oh.
that just pop.
Oh, that's right. This
Oh.
is angel stuff. This is angel stuff. You see, when you do it to Sandy, like he appears in the basement in his hairless cat form, but you see instead of 2 cat eyes, there are 3 cat eyes on the forehead, 2 more right there. There are like the legs look more spider-like for a quick second. He's just flailing in Gus's arms before snaps back to normal in the hairless cat state. Ooh, what? Why did you do that? Oh, that.
I'm sorry, I was nervous.
Oh no, not you. I mean, you. And he slaps like Gus in the face with his cat paw. Duh.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, fine. I imagine both Gus and Sandy, there's a bit of steam just hissing off of them.
I may have made pellets, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So
we're all here.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Oh, that's a hole.
Yeah, it's got the smell.
Yeah, it's that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Who wants to look inside?
Well, should we
Oh.
check the house first? Just to make sure nobody's... well, it's really a strategic point of I don't want anyone following us in.
Right.
Should someone take that sledgehammer?
I'm good, but that's all you, big guy.
Cool. Turns back into their human form and grabs the sledgehammer.
Just as a point of reference, that van hasn't moved in several months.
Several months.
Yeah,
So it's definitely a front for
More
something
like
else.
weeks. Yeah. but
weeks, sorry.
Weeks.
Still.
Obviously
Oh.
a front then, yes.
By the by, Sandy, I got something fun for you.
What?
He'll reach into his jacket, pull out the registration and the insurance of the van. If you want to run anything using that.
I will take it and peruse it over to see if this.
Did you turn back to normal? Are you like normal Sandy?
No,
Gus's
there's still a
arms?
cat. There's still a cat in Gus's arms. He's like,
Naked
hold-
cat pulls out a pair of spectacles, starts
Tiny little
pawing at
spectacles.
the paperwork.
But yeah, he's just like looks at it. He like kind of leans up and just looks at it while in Gus's arms. Huh. Do I recognize any of the serial, any of like the registration numbers or anything like that on it?
You reckon, like, looking over the document, because you are good at reading paperwork as a demon. You look over I don't think you recognize any like the tax ID numbers or anything like that, but it looks like it's registered to again Christina Bale, who under the umbrella of her company, Bale Home Renovations and Remodeling.
It's just registered to the company, but with one Christina Bale, owner of said company of the renovation company. So obviously it belongs to them. The company is legit, but the fact that this thing has been unused for, weeks is kind of disheartening.
Wait, like the actor?
No, Christina Bale. Oh, no, you're right. Yes, like the actor. Yes, it's just a turn of the last two letters, isn't it?
Harvey Dent, can he be trusted?
That might be a fake name.
Could be a fake name. Christina Bale. Yes.
No.
But why would they fake a name and put it on a business, though?
I don't know. Why do people have fake businesses as fronts for anything?
Money
It just
laundering.
makes money laundering. Well, should we go investigate the house, or should we investigate this hole first?
I'm just gonna just take a peek. Make sure there's
Let
nobody
Sandy
roaming
down.
around.
I transform back to normal after he sets me down.
Okay. Juno, you want to go upstairs and see? Okay. Go ahead and roll to. I guess we'll do another investigate.
Okay. Nine.
9. Okay. One question.
What? Happened here?
Okay. You so you head upstairs, and you can see as you reach the top of the stairs, it looks like a lot of the interior of this home has been gutted. The kitchen's been torn out, everything. So a lot of open space, not a lot of place where anybody would be able to hide, thankfully. It's pretty spaced out up here. It looks like they maybe knocked out a wall. Really trying to go more like of an open concept sort of thing. Looks like. You check around the first floor. Don't really find anything there. You head up to the second floor, and there are a couple of rooms up here. All the doors have been taken down, and leading into one of the rooms is kind of going, like, again, looks like they've knocked through a wall here. This one looks a little bit messier, like they hadn't fully brought down the wall. It's kind of near the top of the stairs. It's like been pushed in, and there's a lot of debris up here too. Like they were again in the process of doing something up here. In fact, there's even some power tools that are still plugged into one of the extension cords leading up from the generator that winds up the stairs, and probably followed that coming up. And you can see like a power saw, and there's a small like tool chest and a couple other pieces of equipment around here, and you hear kind of a rustling sound, and you look up and you can see actually the roof has been torn out as well, and there's a big tarp that must be on the roof that's covering like a big hole up here, and that's sort of rustling in the late night breeze, and you begin to turn to leave, and it's then that you see leaning up against one half of the wall, you find a body. Or at least the remains of one. It looks like someone was, and it looks like they've probably been here for a long time, a couple weeks at least, has... It looks like about half of them is still there. It almost looks like they were blasted by something or burned by something. It's kind of hard to tell. Like half their body has just sort of been burned away. Yeah, I mean they're almost unrecognizable in their current form. But
Are we talking like it looks like a big burnt like ice cream scoop got taken out of half their body,
Yeah.
like
Or
Yeah.
like a perfect circle of a burn, you would say?
almost, yeah. Like they got hit by a Kamehameha blast.
Okay.
They lost the duel and got blasted, but they didn't have the regenerative capabilities to grow their arm. And
Would you say it looks like the same circumference and diameter of the crop circle?
boy, that's a lot of math for Juno. Mabes, probably smaller. It's a body,
Juno's
so
smart.
yeah. It's probably a smaller
Oh, gosh.
circle.
Now you said almost unrecognizable.
Yeah, I mean, you can still make out some of the clothes that they were probably wearing. They're pretty burned, but on the side that was away from the damaged parts, you see maybe some jeans they're wearing. Their right foot has a boot on it. They vaguely, based on bone structure, maybe a woman.
Okay. I can't leave you here. Okay. I'm gonna get a tarp
Okay.
and wrap them up.
Here's some extra tarps. Yeah, you wrap her up.
I'm gonna take her with me. I don't want to leave her here.
Okay, you take her downstairs. Come down.
Guys.
Did you find a body?
You.
oh no.
Oh.
I was joking.
Yeah.
Is that.
I don't know.
Oh.
There's not a lot left.
Is it the missing Bernadette?
Body looks too old to be Bernadette if it happened yesterday or this today.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably been here a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Juno set her down. Gus is going to pat the pockets to see if there's like a wallet or a phone or something like identification.
Yeah. You pat the side pocket, and you find a you find a wallet in there, and you pull that out. It didn't get burned. It was on the other side of her body. Open it up. It does look like it's for Christina Bale.
Gus is going to walk over to Sandy, show him the ID, raise an eyebrow.
Oh, it's not a fake name, that's for certain.
And then he's going to hip check Sandy while Juno's turned around. And then like jerk his head over to where Juno's standing. Check up on her.
He heads over to Juno. Juno, you okay?
Yeah.
If you would like, I could dispose of the body. Give it a proper everything.
I mean, someone's probably looking for her.
I can associate the right people to make sure that her next of kin is addressed and everything, so the proper things can be done. I wouldn't want to bring any kind of sour notes onto the Lunar Quarter because of this body has been found.
Okay.
He like reaches a hand up and pats her on the shoulder, gives her a soft squeeze.
Juno and Sandy, the two of you have stepped away to have this conversation. You're all in the basement, I assume, because you went back down there with the body.
Yeah.
Gus and Ares. Probably Ares first, because you're holding the sledgehammer and you're nearest to the wall. You hear a noise coming from the hole behind you. Like footsteps.
I believe someone is coming out of the hole.
And as Ares says this, you all hear this thrumming, like reverberation, like a bass at a very low frequency that is just shaking through this home. And as Ares, you turn, and Gus, you're closer, so you look. The other two of you hear this, but you're a little bit further away on the other side of the basement at this point. You turn to see a green light wash over the inside of this basement, sort of illuminating it, and you see a almost humanoid looking form, but limbs a little bit longer, green scaled skin, and a lizard like face, long dragon like wings extending behind it, and a tail sweeping the sides of the tunnel as from this glowing center of its chest, this light is cast out and it growls in your direction, causing this frequency, this loud roar to emanate. And with a deep inhaled breath, it shrieks fire in your direction. Ares, I need you to roll to act under pressure.
Oh no! I must reiterate, I have no chill! But I rolled very well. That's 10. Minus 1 is a 9.
Okay, how do you see? Okay, so you got to the 9. How does? I was imagining this is you're sort of just leaping out of the way, unless you have something more inventive to try to get out of the way from this.
I think maybe just like sees this in shock, sort of lets the sledgehammer set on the ground, and then instinctively goes bunny. But maybe it still catches him a little bit as he's shifting back down.
Yeah, the fire, and again, it feels like fire. It's the heat of fire, but it's coming out in this like perfect like blast, almost like a beam of energy that shreds through the basement, hitting the back wall, like blasting it away almost. And
is this gonna hit the rest of us?
No, I'm going to say that given the angle of where the wall is, it only in Ares is like right at the entrance to it. It only hits Ares. The rest of you are very close to it. You feel the heat. And Ares, you are hit by it. I will say you're going to take half the harm that you would have as a way to mitigate this. So you only take 2 harm as the fire singes you. And then all of you feel this vroom, vroom, as the creature beats its wings and like a rocket takes off, smashing through the wall that was partially destroyed by its fire blast, and exploding out the back of the house and up into the sky. And that is where we're gonna take our break.
But we're playing Monster of the Week,
Yes.
not Dungeons and Dragons.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'll allow it. I haven't seen a single
Oh, nice,
dungeon.
motherfucker!
I haven't seen a dragon in a while, so I'm taking this 100%.
Space dragon, space dragon.
Oh my god, it's a dragon!
It's a dragon! It's a dragon!
Yeah. So I was watching Reign of Fire earlier.
Oh my god. I was so ready for the Prestige. I was so ready for
I
it.
was kind of leaning towards the prestige, also of like, oh boy,
The Prestige.
The Prestige!
The prestige.
No, watched a movie from the early 2000s
Yeah,
that
it was
probably
early
nobody's
2000s.
watched in like
I
15
have because
years.
I was
now.
obsessed with that movie.
I
That's
love
the one
it.
with Matthew McConaughey. Like,
Yeah,
Yes,
it is.
Matthew
right?
McConaughey is
Yeah.
like shredded
Yep.
and bald,
It's
and yeah,
such a buck wild movie.
yeah, it's a buck wild movie. Anyway, so we're gonna go take a break, everyone. Go ahead and get some water, get another drink, whatever you need to do. We'll be back in a few minutes to continue our tale of terror. So see you in a minute. Welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took our break. We're back, we're refreshed, we're ready to go. We're dabbing. We will just pick right back up where we left off as a dragon flies out of the tunnel, smashes through the wall, and seemingly flies off into the backyard.
Sandy slowly looks over at Gus, and a big smug smile appears on his face.
Dragon. I just saw
But-
a dragon.
Yes, that was a dragon.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no, it
hold on.
wasn't. It wasn't aliens.
I mean, if it's from another planet, technically it's still
Juno,
an
let me
alien.
have this, please. Juno, let me have this one.
No, please continue. I like to see him squirm.
I just want this one. Just one time.
Okay,
Am
does-
I on fire?
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's like,
Just a little funny pause.
pass him down.
Ow.
Are you okay?
I'll be all right. I may need Leah to do some more touch-ups.
Leaning
Does
over to
anyone
Cindy.
know what to do about a dragon?
Well,
Well,
Dragon. Huh.
first we have to go to the church to grab the sword of Saint Gregory. Then we can use that to slay the green dragon.
Gus?
Yeah.
A real dragon just flew out of this house. Can we take
I
this
know.
seriously, please?
I know. I'm processing that. He goes to like a breast pocket, pulls out a cigarette, leans over to like something that's on fire and lights it.
That would be Ares.
Little ears, like there's a little flame at the end of.
And then a
his ear.
hand comes down and pinches the ear.
Ah, thank you.
Now I really think you should stop smoking.
Yes, you should stop smoking. He takes a cigarette from him.
I just got back.
Then that's why we're stopping you smoking now. We
yeah,
want to
you have
extend
lungs
this
again.
life. Yes.
Can any of you fly?
Mm.
Well? Yes?
Turns.
Well, I'm still working on it, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. How?
We should walk and talk.
Yes, let's walk and talk.
Okay.
So how?
I shapeshift into an owl.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, that makes a lot more sense than
You know what? You're absolutely
Yeah,
Yes,
mhm,
yes,
yep.
that is- yes. You can shapeshift into an owl.
I shapeshift into an owl.
You can shapeshift into an owl. Who would have guessed?
Ooh.
Stupid.
Well,
Just a little joke.
could you lift me in your claws and could we try and fly and track this thing?
Sure.
Assumes the position.
We should probably figure out what hurts a dragon. Also,
Sandy and I can head back over to Max's and do
We can-
that.
Yes, we'll scrounge around in there.
Should we
And-
perhaps look in the scary tunnel?
oh, I forgot about the tunnel.
Oh, that's right.
It might have a nest or something.
Sandy and I can do that.
Yes, we'll investigate the tunnel. We'll go to Max's weaponry and figure out something there. You track him and report back to us, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's our plan: following the dragon and investigating the dragon and its lair. I will go ahead and let. Where do we want to start with this? So so following the dragon's probably going to be investigating it again, because one of the questions is literally where did it go. So that seems to be what you're trying to do here. So I guess we can go ahead and roll with that first, and then we'll take a look in the cave.
Should we both roll, or should we try to help, or?
That's up to y'all. You can do it individually, or you can try to help one another.
I have a 1 in sharp.
I
'cause
also
I'm a
have a
bunny.
1 in sharp. And then I
You're
get an
both-
extra +1. So
I'll help
I
you.
have a 2.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. 13.
Damn.
I don't need to help you.
Stop
I assume
following
you
me.
haven't advanced this move yet.
No, I don't think we can do that yet.
Oh, right. We only took 2 advancements. That's right.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay, so you can ask 2 questions.
Okay. I mean,
I was
where did
assuming
it go?
was gonna be where it go. Okay.
And I'm gonna say, what can it do?
Okay. Yes. You Okay, you begin to follow the dragon. Essentially, I'll answer one of these questions now, and then the other one when I come back, so I'll break up the scene a little bit.
Okay.
So as far as where did it go, you soar out, a little bunny in your talons, like freshly caught prey.
It's actually very unsuspicious.
This is very unsuspicious. Yeah.
Should I lay limp as if I'm dead?
Yeah, play dead.
Slows you down a little bit, but you're able to keep a pretty good eye on the dragon as you see in the overcast evening this green light that is darting around the night sky. It moves much faster than you, but you're able to see where it's going pretty easily, so you're following along the direction that you see it going. And it's just sort of, you watch it kind of circling at one point around the city, and then you watch it zip over to one side and then back across. Like, it doesn't look like it's going somewhere specifically. It's just kind of looking around. Zoom in. Yeah.
Dragon's got zoomies. Oh no.
Yeah, essentially it
Dragon's
has
got
the
zoomies.
zoomies right now. So yeah, that's where you see, but you're able to keep a pretty good beat on it, and then occasionally you see it kind of circle a little bit lower for a second, but you don't ever see it fully dive down. So it doesn't look like it's gotten anybody else yet, as far as you can tell. So that's where y'all are at right now. Keep an eye on there. We'll come back for the rest of that. Gus and Sandy, the two of you head down the tunnel. Almost just like a foot into the tunnel, you notice something almost immediately, is that the rock, like the striations and stuff, sort of like stop, like, and the rock beyond that is odd. It's like almost volcanic looking, like black and melted and forming, kind of following a weird curvature. It almost looks like probably this whole cave came over in the convergence with the dragon. It looks like you were going to say something, so go and say before I continue narrating.
Just thinking, but Gus, if the dragon's gone, Gus is just gonna yell, "Bernadette!"
It echoes ahead a little bit, and you hear Bernadette. A few moments pass, and you hear a sort of soft voice reply. It says, "Here? We're in here."
Hey, it's Gus from the Cycle Pump. Giorgio sent us.
Is it still out there? There.
It's gone.
Please, you have to come help me, please. Please, I don't know what it's gonna do with me.
Gus turns to Sandy, holds out a hand over his palm. Could be a trap.
Okay, fine.
On 3?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. 1, 2, 3.
Ha!
Fuck.
Rock, paper, scissors over Zoom never ceases to amaze me.
We
Ooh,
had it for a moment.
technology bringing us together. The two of you are the ones in the same city, so it's less impressive that they're rock, paper, scissors with each other right now.
I could probably just open my window and then play rock paper scissors out then while I could see it.
You're in Brooklyn.
Don't dox me on the internet.
RJ lives at 1 2.
My social security number. Gus
So
proceeds.
Gus proceeds. You see down the tunnel a little bit, and finally it levels out. Like you've reached the maximum depth of it, and in here it opens up, and there is a small, relatively smallish cavern in here. Stalactites hanging, descending from the ceiling like jagged teeth. What you also see is on the floor immediately in front of you, there are loops of chain that are one end sort of bolted into the ground, and the other end kind of it looks rusted, like it's been down here for a long time, and on the far end looks like they've broken. The voice though that you've been hearing speaks out once again, as in the corner of this room, sort of huddled up and looking shaken and scared right now. You see a mid-20s, late 20s woman with kind of golden blonde hair, which looks really messed up right now, a little bit singed at the edges, sort of cowering there right now. And she calls it, "Gus, is that you?"
Sadly, yes. Hey, he'll walk over, take a knee. You okay?
"Yeah, I'm fine. I just... What am I doing here?"
Well, we found your notebook. You were right, Old Briar House. Not quite aliens as Giorgio suspected, and he's gonna pull out his dagger and just, if there's any chains, he's gonna slash at them to free her.
Yeah, she's not chained up. She's
Oh,
just
she's not.
Okay.
yeah. She's just scared shitless in the corner. And in fact, you do see her as she goes to stand. She winces as she looks down, almost like realizing herself for the first time as she's coming out of shock, that her foot is very badly burned.
All right. He'll turn around and piggyback her.
Okay. Picks you up, pick her up, and she says, "So it wasn't aliens then?"
Nope. Do I know if Bernadette is in the know?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looked more like a dragon to me, actually.
Fucking dragons don't exist.
They exist, Bernadette.
You know Sandalphon, right?
Hello, Bernie. How are you?
I think I've seen him at the bar before. Hey, Sandalphon. So you're telling me aliens don't exist, but dragons do? That's sort of a fucked up world we live in.
It is, isn't it? Yes. I'm glad you're
Thank-
okay, though.
Thank you for coming to find me.
Yeah. We've got Juno and someone else tracking the dragon. We'll get you out of here.
Okay.
Hey, Sandy. Hats.
Oh, God.
I take Sandy and Bernadette with me to the psychopomp.
Roll to teleport.
I did. It works.
Well, it works. Okay. There's another flash of angelic, divine, warm light that envelops you, Sandy, as you are whisked away, arriving at the psychopomp, which Molly is currently locking the front doors of, and turns around and screams as the three of you just appear in there. Holy shit! On a brick! You have to warn people!
You know, I thought you'd have been gone by now, honestly.
I thought the ghost thing was over.
Good night, Molly.
Good night, Molly.
Are you all ghosts? Am I a ghost?
Molly, can ghosts listen to other ghosts?
I don't know. I haven't been a ghost very long.
Why don't you sleep on it?
Fuck!
Leaning into Sandy. She doesn't get paid enough for this.
No, she does not. This is quite a shame.
She grabs a bottle from behind the bar and leaves. Not paid enough for this fucking job.
Well, we have Bernadette here. We need to figure out how to kill a dragon.
Yep. I'll set her up in my office.
Well, let's see. How do we kill a dragon? I would like to, I would like to. Is there a way I can recall any memory? Do I know anything about dragons?
So there is one of the questions you can ask Investigate Mystery is what can hurt it?
Okay.
So that's a good way to do it. While you're rolling that, I'm going to pan back to the other two so you can roll to investigate that. You've been following this dragon for a while now. And finally, you've kind of caught up to it. As you see, it seems to be like circling and kind of staying in one area for a bit, like it's hovering there. And Juno, you and perch up over you set Ares down on the edge of a rooftop and perch up next to Ares while you wait to see where the dragon's going to go. And you look down and you see one of the Lunar Quarter residents is just like parked their car, getting out of their car, locking, or no, they don't have cars. God damn, I forgot we don't have cars here.
Their bike.
They're locking their bike outside their apartment building and are heading inside, and you watch as the green dot comes bolting down straight towards this resident, and you're about to intervene as the dragon just like again dives on super quickly. The person that's there is a young man, very like platinum blonde hair, looks probably dyed, spiked up, and the dragon dives down, and just as you're about to intervene, the dragon hits the ground and goes straight through the man, and then just kind of pauses there for a second and looks frustrated. The ghost who lives there freaks out and like yells and panicking as he just got attacked by a dragon, and starts to run inside. You see the dragon turn around, and it looks like it's about to breathe fire again, but instead you see it spit something in the direction of the young man, and again, it goes straight through him, and he phases through the front door inside. The dragon looks angry, frustrated, confused, and then kind of sniffs around the door for a little bit, and then beats its wings and take off. And you see that spot where it spit in the is it like hit the ground next to the entrance, and the tree or like some shrubs there, and you watch as they're kind of like not really sizzling like acid, but like corroding a little bit, like some sort of caustic substance.
Well, that's not good.
I suppose it is good that that person is already dead.
Yeah. Well,
Death saved a life tonight.
wow, that's really deep.
Thank you. Oh, I should write that down. Damn.
I'll remember it.
Thank you.
Well, so did laser breath and death spit.
Do you think we could talk to it?
Maybe. I mean, at least in the stories and stuff, dragons are supposed to be not only sentient, but incredibly intelligent. Or it could just eat us.
Oh.
But maybe.
Where's the dragon now?
It has gone back into the sky and is trying to circle and zoom around again.
Well, it's
Perhaps if we-
obviously looking for somebody to take or eat or, I don't know, burn.
Perhaps if we see an opportunity.
Yeah, we can try to talk to it. Or we can at least... we could distract it. If it's chasing us, it's not going to get anybody else.
Very true. Should I play dead again?
Yeah, let's follow it some more.
Okay.
Okay, you pick up and go heading off for the purposes of potentially trying to intervene and talk to the dragon. This will be fun. I just need to know ahead of time so I can plan how this is maybe gonna go if you roll well. Do either one of you have the move where you can negotiate with a monster? Okay, cool.
I can offer demon pacts, though.
You can, yeah, and that we can mitigate separately, but the manipulate move, manipulate someone move is the one that only works on people.
Damn.
Yeah, you have to have a
So.
specific move. It's a monstrous move.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you can't talk to the thing. It just means you might not be able to manipulate it. But
well, if
anyway,
we make a really good case, we won't have to.
maybe. So Sandy, you and Gus back at the Psychopomp, you wanted to do some good old fashioned investigative work. You're muted.
I rolled an 11.
Nice. Okay, you get to ask 2 questions from the
Okay.
investigative list.
I would like to know what can hurt it and what was it going to do?
Ooh, okay. What are you consulting here? I wanted just for the flavor. Like,
Okay.
where's Sandy looking for information?
Okay, I know. Sandy like kind of pauses there for a second. He's like tapping his feet, trying to like figure out what to do. He's like, I know. He heads out and he goes to one of his contacts, which is a 1,000-year-old turtle. that lives in the lunar circle that probably knows about dragons.
Does he have a little pope hat?
Yes,
So this is you said turtle, not
a
turtle.
turtle, a
So this is
turtle person.
A turtle, a squirtle, if you would.
Yes,
Or
a squirtle, a war
turtle.
turtle. Yes,
Even a Blastoise, maybe.
I would say it's definitely war turtle sized.
Okay. Okay, so tiny, short little turtle man.
Mhm.
So you go to the Turtle Club
Mhm.
to talk with the turtle man.
We have a burgeoning turtle person population here in Concord. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they live so long. It just gets
Great food.
and they're
Vegan.
very prolific,
Yeah.
like bunnies.
Wise beyond their age.
Just
So
watch out,
just
though. They
give
have
me-
to lay their eggs down on the beach and becomes like a fucking war zone.
Oh.
But yes, that's where I go.
I feel like that guy in the Emperor's New Groove. It's like, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
Can I go home?
You're excused.
Excuse it.
God damn it! You find what's your friend's name?
His name is Jason.
Okay. You find old man Jason.
Yes.
Currently perched on sitting on a stoop outside.
So just the best part of that is I can see their lips moving, going through like 3 or 4 names before they landed on Jason.
It's very late right now, or early, depending on how you look at it. It's probably like 3 a.m. But Jason's an early riser. Doesn't sleep much these days. You know, being 1,000 years old, body just does that to you. He's sitting on the stoop right now, outside his home, peeling a tangerine, very slowly, incredibly slowly. Probably been working on it all day. And he looks up at you as you approach Sandy and says, "Well, how you doing, Sandy?"
Jason, how are you this morning? And he sets down like a bottle of scotch that he took from behind the bar, the Psycho Pump.
"Oh, I'm just dandy, Sandy. Is that for me?"
Yes, it is, Jason, just for you.
"Well, thank you kindly, Sandy." He reaches over and takes the bottle and kind of slides it a bit closer and goes back to peeling his tangerine.
Jason, I have come by. I would like to poke your brain for a little bit, if you don't mind.
Well, sure. I haven't done my crossword today, but I'm feeling fired up and ready to go.
Perfect. I love it when you're at your sharpest. Now, what do you know about dragons?
Dragons. What do you mean by dragons specifically?
I will be honest with you, Jason. I have encountered a dragon recently, and I was wondering what would a dragon do if they were flying around the city? What purpose would they, what would be their intent if they just wound up here?
Well, I can't imagine a dragon being in Concord, but that would be pretty darn scary if there was one. See, the world that I came from, well, we had a big problem with dragons.
Big problem with dragons, as in a large population or just one?
Oh, yeah, there were quite a few of them. I remember I've seen maybe 2, 3, 4.
Was any of them green?
5, maybe 6 green, you say?
Yes, a green one.
I think I've seen a green dragon before, yes.
Wonderful.
Or at least heard of people that
Oh.
have seen one.
See. Now, how would one defeat a green dragon? I'm certain you know that.
You want to know how you could hurt or kill a dragon if you needed to?
If I needed to, yes. If I needed to kill a dragon, what would I do?
That's a tough question, Sandy. They're very tough creatures. Not many people have ever slain a dragon. But if I remember right, there was a story from a long time ago. Now, what I'm not going to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's just going to take forever. if I
we
have
get
to
the bit.
Yeah. He tells you over the next hour that the biggest problem with hurting the dragon with hurting a dragon is getting it someplace where you can hurt it, because they fly very quickly and they attack by blasting people with laser fire. But every dragon has the same sort of like, it's almost like an energy source at their core that they're sort of infused their essence. That core, their skin itself is like nigh invulnerable to any form of harm. It's almost impossible to pierce from any substance, blade, projectile, anything like that. But if the core itself is compromised, then it can be hurt. Now Jason says that it was very difficult doing his world, because the substance that damages the core can like render invulnerable is incredibly rare where he was from, and it's called water. And if you can find some water and you can get it on the core, it'll weaken the dragon enough to hurt it.
You juked us with a rain of fire, and then you gave us signs, is what you're saying.
Maybe. The other thing that because we're moving this right along. The other thing that they found is that dragons have like incredibly sharp senses, are able to like prey on creatures from large distance, eyesight like an eagle. But their vision, though it is very sensitive during the day, and then even more so at night with their very sharp like night vision, at like twilight, or at dawn when the sun is fading or rising, their vision is compromised, and makes it it's very hard for them to see. So usually when they would hunt or attack a dragon, it would be at one of those two times, because it's less likely it was going to kill you first. And that is straight from Rain of Fire. Okay, so
it is actually
that.
Such a great movie. But Sandy nods like, wonderful. Jason, as always, thank you for your wellspring of knowledge. It has been very helpful. And I relay all of that information through the group chat to the others.
Did you have a second question too?
What is it going to do?
Okay. The other thing that Jason tells you is that dragons, when they are normally when they are active, specifically, their one desire essentially to feed. To sustain themselves, they have long periods of hibernation, so they will feed a lot over a short period of time, and then they will hibernate for the remainder of it, or for a long period of the year. So it is probably feeding for the purposes of entering hibernation back in its lair.
Okay. I relay all that information to the others via the group chat. Jason, once again, thank you so much for your wellspring of knowledge. Yeah, and I pull out a second bottle that I took from the second bottle and sits it right down.
Thank you kindly, Sandy. I do appreciate that. Would you like a tangerine?
Thank you, Jason. He takes the tangerine, plucks up a little slice, and pops it in his mouth as he walks off.
It's all right. I've got another. Reaches back to walking away and starts to peel. Oh, you done gone and left. That's fine. Goes back to peeling his tangerine.
He worked on that cutie for a full day. Enjoy it.
I am savoring every single bit of it.
There's a text in the group chat that just reads, "What am I gonna do with my +2 Dragon Slayer sword?" I just attuned to it.
Now you have to attune to your Nerf water gun or whatever.
Super soaker?
Super soaker.
Yeah.
God, I lost the fucking word there. Like, that's how my day's going. Okay. All right.
That's easy. We could go to Max's garage, grab some of the super soakers off the wall.
Yeah.
I would think there are super soakers at Max's garage ready to go.
They're probably like filled with holy water,
They're
but
probably
yeah.
filled with like napalm. I don't know.
Yeah.
This one says kerosene.
Okay, so we need to. I'm like texting. So we need to make sure we get it at twilight when its vision is less sensitive as usual, while also attacking it with water. That will damage the core. Then we can attack it.
I could try to teleport it into the lunar quarter fountain.
Is it too big for the fountain?
I also don't know if you can teleport an unwilling creature. With
It
the wing.
just says.
I'm pretty sure it says, because I remember that almost.
When you carry 1 or 2 people with you, you all go where you want.
Yeah, you're just remembering an instance where you rolled really badly. Val.
I thought you had to have. Okay, yeah, sure.
No need to be willing.
That'll be interesting.
Remember when
All right.
Hector lost that guy?
Oh no.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I did try to teleport with somebody who didn't want to teleport, and then I lost him.
him.
We didn't need him anyway.
We didn't really need him. He was fine. I mean, he wasn't fine. We were fine.
You don't know. He could be fine.
You know who can't text though? Owls and bunnies.
Yeah.
The two of you. We'll do.
I'm
this part.
assuming voice to text is a thing.
Where are you keeping your phone?
Oh, pocket.
Your owl pocket?
Ow, pocket.
Little satchel.
Ow,
Little satchel.
pocket.
Tell me no.
Satchel.
Fine, you've got an owl satchel.
Hi, Raiders.
Hello.
We have an owl satchel. How are you?
If I
that
sound
pocket-
defeated, it's because I am.
That's what defeated you.
Yeah.
That
Owl satchel.
me
It
having
was
a
more
little
the
bag.
the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, you have been watching the dragon for a while. You get these texts from Gus and Sandy.
Maybe we can lure it off the coast. Dump it in the
Perhaps.
bay.
The bay sounds even better. It's a big enough body of water that could easily trap it.
Do we have to kill it?
No, it's just perhaps damaging it will at least weaken it so we could do something about it.
Yeah. So, what? We set a trap?
Yep.
Yes, I'm trapped.
I'm going to hate the next part.
Why?
I need to go for a swim.
No. No.
Well, yeah, I need to do that because I can't teleport to a location I haven't been.
I mean, we don't have to teleport it.
We could just lure it into the ocean.
There's a shrug emoji.
If where it came from, it did not have lots of water. And also just now, it did not understand that ghosts were incorporeal. Perhaps this could work.
How sure are you that the teleporting will work?
About 50-50. It's worked so far, but that's only with Sandy.
Because if it doesn't work, we need a backup plan.
Yeah, you're right. How about talk first? Negotiation breaks down, then we ballroom blitz.
Okay, but we can't all teleport to the bay. So,
If talking does not work, I could astrally project Gus and I onto its back. And then Gus could teleport us to the bay.
well, what about me and Sandy?
Oh.
We could be waiting at the bay.
But then we wouldn't be there for the negotiation.
Very true.
Gotta figure out how to land this thing first.
Yes, it needs to be taken out of its element.
Juno,
We-
where does Max hide the flashbangs?
Is that really our best option?
A backup plan for the backup plan.
We could lure it down with one of us. And I could be bait.
Or Juno. Juno, your wolf form is quite large.
That's what I was gonna say. I think if anybody should be bait, it should probably be me, just because, no offense, but I think I stand the best chance of surviving.
No, you're absolutely right. I am not offended at all.
And you would be the largest and tastiest.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna try not to think about getting eaten. So if I can lure it down, then we just have to get it into the water.
Yes. You can lure it down and we could be there waiting to handle the negotiations. And if they fall through, teleport it into the water.
Did you not keep a map of the neighborhood in Max's workshop? Okay, I'm going to send you some pictures. There are fire hydrants here, here, and here. We can crack them open when the dragon lands.
That's a great idea.
That's a fantastic idea.
All right.
Who will? Well, should I handle the negotiations?
Is the water gonna be enough to keep it on the ground?
Well, it said, I heard that once you weaken the core, it weakens it. So, yes, I'm believing it does.
Okay.
Could you turn into an elephant?
I don't think so.
Or a moose. Can you turn into a moose?
Why do I need to turn into an elephant or a moose?
You could
Because
climb on its
then-
back and weigh it down.
If you turn into a moose, you can make all the boy moose go whah.
We don't really have moose here. I don't know if that would be heavy enough.
It does seem pretty strong.
A blue whale?
Well, then I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Did your friend tell you what kind of prey that dragon normally goes after?
Humans.
Apparently, it normally goes after humanoids.
Well, pretty much anything, really. So anything we set in front of it will be good as bait.
I'll be bait.
I'll get the oregano.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
It sounds like a plan.
It sounds like a plan. So, one person on fire hydrant duty, ready to spring water.
Ooh.
Juno.
Sandy would have suggested to Ares to be on fire hydrant duty, because what Ares could do is once it lands, do time stop and open up all the fire hydrants.
At once.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Sandy and Ares are going to be trying to do negotiating stuff, demon deals with the dragon. Ares will open up the fire hydrants if needed. Juno's going to be there initially as bait, and then Gus is
Muscle.
Muscle.
And then muscle.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan. You all, head out into the street outside the psychopomp.
We try to find like a big intersection.
Well, what if I want to destroy the psychopomp?
Oh, it's not my anchor anymore. Go ahead.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what my character would do.
The best intersection, actually, the entire lunar core is right outside the psychopomp.
What? How?
That doesn't make any
that's-
sense.
that makes total sense. I don't know. That's spot on.
On the court.
Okay, but it's a big intersection.
Yes.
You're gonna
The
smash
biggest.
the building anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
roll
Wait,
play
no,
here.
we have NPCs in the building.
I'm just joking. You head down a few streets and find a big intersection away from the psychopomp. I'm just giving you crap. Yeah. You find a nice. Cats are being wild.
Yelling.
You find a nice intersection a couple streets away, and set up camp there. Everybody staying off to the side. Juno going and standing out in the middle of the crossroads.
Gus, like as they arrive, Gus tosses Juno a shake can of oregano. Walks up to her, reaches into a pocket, and sprinkles salt on her shoulder.
Are you seasoning
Gus
my
tries
bra
to-
right now?
This is
Season.
bullying. This feels like bullying.
Yeah, it's bullying.
Gus, stop seasoning Juno.
And as you yell that, you see in the sky the green light emerge again, and it zooms overhead, and then zooms back, and then begins to circle around a bit. And Juno, you wait there with arms wide open. As the dragon circles a few times, and as the light catches you just right, and you look just tasty enough, it comes streaking down out of the sky. I need you, I assume, to act under pressure, try to get out of the way.
gonna
but
try.
it's-
It's not
I'm
gonna
not
go
going to
well.
prescribe that to you.
I mean, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Eight.
8. Okay. Here's what I'm going to give you as your hard choice here, which I assume you're going to take. But in order to, you feel like if you jump out of the way too early, it's probably and try to move, it's probably not going to hit the ground. To wait till the last moment to actually get it to land, you're going to take a hit from it.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Then it streaks down, trying to grab at you as you jump out of the way with its claws, and it's gonna strike you for 2 harm with its talons. So you can apply armor to that if you got it.
Oh, got none.
Oh boy, does anybody in this group have armor?
Me.
Armor is like not actually that easy
Well,
to get.
I don't have
I know
armor.
it's not easy to get. I was just
Yeah.
curious. You just need to know who I can hit hard. But it crashes into the ground. It doesn't like grab onto you, Juno. It mostly just like scrapes you as it passes by, landing on the ground and beginning to wheel around in your direction to launch you.
Now,
Excuse me!
Pardon me, sir.
Hello!
If you don't mind, we would like to have a moment of your time, please.
The dragon hesitates for just a second to see the other people that are coming out to say hi. As it kind of wheels around, its lizard-like eyes, its narrowed pupils, narrowing even further as it focuses on you, trying to take in any danger in the areas. It takes a low, almost like cat-like stance with its wings furled behind it.
Your scales look lovely in this moonlight.
And you seem like a quite intelligent, superior being on this planet.
It stops for a second, cocking its head, and its mouth opens slightly, and this guttural like thrumming again emanates from it, and you can vaguely make out a single word in a low guttural voice, and says, "Dinner."
Perhaps in a moment. However, have you ever considered, in your current circumstance,
Aries?
Yes.
Smaller words.
We bring lots dinner.
That's more like less words, but okay.
Sir Dragon, the green, what can I refer to you as? Perhaps the green town whose back scrapes the heaven and whose claws
Name?
render the earth. If that's what I could call you that, or perhaps is a name you could give me.
It begins to speak again, and it says,
I see,
May we call you Disroy?
or perhaps David?
One day I'll do something that's actually going to be scary to the people. But no, we're going to solve this in a goofy way again. I can see that. It says, David's fine.
Now, David, we would like to provide you an offer that you should not turn away. We, between us, but more so, young Aries here, he can provide you an utmost perfect opportunity that you can get all the sustenance you need for that long hibernation that you are obviously looking forward to.
Looks over at. Are you in human form?
Oh, I'm in human form, yes.
Oh no, I meant Aries. You're not
Yes,
a button
yes.
right now.
Human-
Okay.
human form.
It just waits to see what you're going to say.
Because we know that you've recently escaped and you're hunting for dinner to tide you over. But Aries, why don't you offer this fine means of getting the sustenance?
Do I have a deal for you?
Where is food?
Food is everywhere, but the best food Huh?
The jungle.
The jungle? Or in the bay?
The jungle.
Well, if we're trying to,
The jungle.
we said
It's in the jungle!
we said we. RJ's looking so mad at this. We said we were gonna try to negotiate.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I said, oh no, not the jungle.
We send him to the jungle.
Mhm.
Either
That's
he'll
fair.
solve the jungle or the jungle will solve him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
But their food here. You all food. Why
Yes.
go eat here?
Because the food here is mine.
It turns around at you. No is mine. You
Juno.
my food.
Juno. Juno. A moment. The jungle is very plentiful and has quite exotic food.
Also, when you eat your fill, you can find some place where no one can bother you.
Maybe he'll just eat the angels.
There are plenty things in the jungle that are fat and succulent that you can dine on for eons. Hibernation will not be a problem for you anymore.
What are we fucking gonna roll here, y'all? What?
Well, this is Ares offering a deal.
Yeah. So how does this move work?
Oh,
Yes.
Wally?
because I actually have a move for this.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
What are both the moves that are going on here?
So
Good.
you said you go first.
Yeah.
Oh, if I successfully offer a demonic pact, I can spend a luck to make the impossible happen.
Okay. So yours could. So whatever Sandy's move is, yours could play into that.
Yes, actually, it 100% can. Because
Okay,
I
what's
have the
your-
move Grifter. When you're about to manipulate someone, you can ask the keeper, what will convince this person to do what I want? The keeper must ask honestly, but not necessarily complete.
Okay. So both of these predicate on. So this is going to predicate on making the manipulate move. We have 7 minutes here. I will let y'all make the manipulate move at this point, even though technically we can't. But we're just gonna. Fuck that rule. We're just gonna go with it. So roll charm.
It's obviously an extremely
Maybe.
sentient creature.
And you know, if one of you wants to. Oh, who's rolling? I should ask. 'Cause
My
it-
charm is plus 2.
Mine's +3,
You roll charm.
and I just rolled double sixes.
There we go.
So,
Hell
so
yeah.
that's a 15.
Okay.
Holy shit!
They'll do it for the reason you give them. If you ask too much, I'll tell you the minimum it would take for them to do it. Wally, Sandy, you also had the move to like know what it is.
Yes, it says that what will convince the person to do what I want, and you must answer honestly, but not necessarily completely.
And I can spend the luck here to make the impossible happen.
There's one thing. Here's what I'll give you. The dragon. It looks hungry, and you're getting that from its negotiation. It's really strongly considering this, but there's something else behind it. Like it's like part of this attack has also been personal.
The blondes.
This dragon is jealous. There's one thing that all these people have had that this dragon really wanted, and that's why it attacked them.
Ah. David,
Mhm.
is there something you're missing in your life? I'm not talking about food, David.
Food? Oh, no, not okay. Yes.
What is it that you need in your life? Do you feel lonely?
No. David, lots friends. Don't know where are, but lots friends. David want gold. hair.
I see. David, now, do you want your own beautiful flowing locks of hair?
Yes.
Golden, luscious locks. And I'm like motioning towards Ares to start doing his thing.
Yes.
You're in luck! I've been thinking about going into cosmetology. And I would like to burn my luck to do the impossible.
Cosmic radiology. Oh. Okay, you spend your luck to make the impossible happen.
Which is that this dragon, this ancient, powerful being, you did this to yourself, Val.
I did. I need to. Is this how we want to resolve this mystery, y'all? Y'all don't want to fight a dragon. Y'all just want to. Y'all want to.
I was just gonna order a bunch of blonde wigs.
That might work too. Honestly, but. So here's what we can say. Impossible to happen is Gus orders a huge shipment of massive wigs and Ares gets them to arrive here right now. Or, yeah, we're going to go with that one. Gus.
Wait, what? I was just going to make him grow hair.
No, this is better.
This is actually what I was going to suggest.
No, we're not doing that.
Was a wig.
This is better. Gus, you're thinking on your phone, you go through, and suddenly your phone like begins to like static a bit, and like gets really warm in your hand, and starts out, and Ares' eyes glow red as you go to seal this deal, and suddenly an Amazon delivery truck appears from the ether, emerging in part of the post convergence wakes as some sort of temporal spatial rift where this truck has been existing in limbo for decades, opens before you, and the truck slams into the ground, and falling out of it are dozens and dozens of massive golden blonde wigs, styled in different ways, some curly, some straight, some short, some every hairstyle you can think of, spilling out onto the intersection here.
Ah, shit, I forgot to order wig glue.
And suddenly wig glue falls out of the sky.
And there you are. Dozens and dozens of golden hair.
David weeps.
David wanted
Pick.
a hug.
And he picks. Oh, do we have prop work? Okay. You hand David. You Ares picks one up.
Would you like me to take the hairnet off? It might get stuck in your claws.
How far jungle here?
Oh, it's you head in that direction. You can't miss it.
Easier transport net. Reaches out with like a claw to like hook the edge of it, and takes it. Hands, their talons shaking in joy from this beautiful gift that's been offered, and scoops up the rest of them in his arms. Again, tears rolling down his cheeks. Says, "Thank you. Not food. Friends." And with a beat of his wings, goes soaring into the night sky, almost bumping into the building next to him because the sun is rising and his vision is getting kind of blurry right now, and then taking off towards the jungle.
Well, Today I've learned a valuable lesson. You can talk to most things and you don't need to stab them.
I told you.
I kind of want to play Dungeons and Dragons now, though.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, I can organize a game actually if you would like.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Aries, you down?
I'll play a paladin.
Of course you would, buddy.
And freeze frame, you all high five and go to play Dungeons and Dragons. And that's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
You're so sad.
That was so silly. I
Y'all,
loved it.
no. That's where we're going to end it for tonight. I realize y'all's strategy. I don't know. You tell me whether it's purposeful that y'all stall until there's not enough time left in the game for me to veto any plan that you have.
It's not stalling, it's role playing.
That's how one-shots work.
Yeah, that's how.
When you're on a time limit, is I just have to say yes to everything at a certain point.
This is why I usually run the one shot.
I learned that one shots are just one big yes and moment waiting to
It really
happen.
is. So yeah, spooky alien thing turned into scary dragon thing, turned into
David.
a makeover. Yeah, pretty much.
But now we have a dragon friend in the jungle.
You do. Whether
It's
this
Well,
is
you
Can't-
do.
Uh-oh.
All of you do.
are you now making
Yay.
this canon that David exists?
None of you used any luck points, so fuck it. Yes.
And no one
David
failed
is
a
right.
roll and got
Yeah.
any XP.
No.
So yes, just by sheer fucking chance. Yes, this is canonical.
That was my goal.
Yes, wonderful.
I had
Oh,
a thought
boy.
for the end thing where everyone's high-fiving. There's like the splash text on the bottom that said due to scheduling conflicts they did not play D&D.
I kind of now want to run that.
Yeah, okay. Well, David the Dragon, I guess, will return in future conflicts. We'll just ignore the fact that he murdered like 7 people, and you know what? He was hungry.
The way you said David will return was very threatening.
It was.
David will return.
That was
Uh,
correct.
That was awesome, guys. Thank you for being weird.
Thank you for running a game tonight.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
Anytime. Well, I'm sure in the future we'll do more Tales of Terror in the Elegant Creatures universe. Does anyone have anything they want to plug? Or I'm not doing the end session questions because we're not doing
No.
XP. So, anyway, plug promotions, anything?
Nah, I'm good.
We got our final game of Frames of
That's
Freedom
it.
on Monday.
Come watch
Frames of
Watch
Freedom.
that. Watch that. Watch that.
Watch that. We're fighting Ben Franklin.
No, we're not.
We're fighting a demon that was summoned by Ben Franklin.
Yes. We don't know whether Ben Franklin did it on purpose.
But it
But
probably did because he's old.
with Sally's history with Ben Franklin, probably.
Yeah.
He's a
Because
jackass.
he's old and horny, so yeah, that's what they do.
That's
Come
what
check
they do.
out episode 2 of Ward 47 this Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
147 returning this Saturday, 5 o'clock. Saturday, Eastern time. I should specify. Yeah, we're gonna be doing more parseling. So yeah, very excited about that. Okay, well, we're going to call it there because we are over time. Yes, this is the end. Thank you everyone for joining us. We join us for our normally scheduled Elegant Creatures, where everybody will be here hopefully next week, and join us tomorrow for Neon Gods. But it's been wonderful. Thank you to my co-cast / players. This has been great. Thank you to everyone out there in the chat. We will see you in 1 week, and until next time, good game and good night, internet.